This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke on our sideline. With that road trip behind him, the Cavaliers ready to perform in front of their home Cleveland. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year. This team matched up so well during the regular season last year, splitting their 4 games. This should be a terrific battle.
Yeah, and going back to last year, this series was an even split.
Yeah, guys, they feel like they're the better team. The standings would agree with that. I look for them to assert that with their play tonight.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court right now for the Pacers, we've got Bonner. He's out there with McCollum. Turner is out there with Paul George. And it's Winston in at the 4 spot. So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. There's the pass to Hansen. Now here's Green. He's guarded by McCollum. 4 on the clock. Stolen by McCollum. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. George with the ball. Now Green defending, and the basket by McCollum.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Green kicks to Irving. The rebound by Turner.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
Here's Green. And Turner with the block. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Look at the night for McCollum. He's already up to 8 points, and he's knocked down a pair of 3-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
And so McCollum nails both of them. Cavaliers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Irving passes to Green. There's the steal. Here is Bonner. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And here's McCollum for 3. Shot is no good.
4 or 5 to start the game. That's their first miss.
Green dishes to Irving.
Shot, gentlemen. That's his first personal foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
And the second free throw, good. Pacers leading by 9. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, guys, Terry Stotts had a few moments to share with me. He said that the key to the game will be how well they defend Kyrie Irving, adding, he's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need our guys in the backcourt to really get up into him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help. Guys, you can bet that Irving will be their focus defensively.
And thank you for that, Doris. And Lopez gets it to go.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Turner with a screen for George. Shot off the screen. They get it again. Winston. Green with the block. Down low. Irving's shot is good.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already. And here we can check out the story on Kyrie Irving. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. First in shooting percentage, fifth in assists, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
Yeah, and you're right. He's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot.
Brown against Green. They set the pick. Brown kicks to George. Just 5 to shoot. He hits Brown with the drive. Green with the block. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. George is checked in for Cleveland. Marcus Smart comes in for Irving. Then for the Pacers, Aaron Baines comes in for Turner. And Nick Stauskas is subbed in for Bonner. So for Cleveland, their last game, a win against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid.
And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. George, no good. Now Cleveland moving it up. Green with the ball. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
And George, here we go. And that one's good. George has got 6.
He's hit the ground running here in the first, putting together a nice quarter offensively.
Green with the ball. George picks him up. Now here's Green. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. And let's see now which shooting guards have been on target the most over the last 10 games. Freak is second.
You know, in tight or outside, these are all very reliable and consistent shooters. It's a safe option to put the ball in their hand and let them create something for themselves.
Boy, it does smooth things out for a team to have a 2-guard like one of the guys we're seeing there. I mean, off anything fancy for these fellas, just call an isolation and they'll get you something good.
Here's George. The shot's good. Brown making the play. 8 points here for George.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
A lot of answers, but still a lot of questions for how the East is going to ultimately shake out this year. But right now, let's check out where the team stands. You look at Cleveland. They're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. And, of course, Indiana, 7 games back.
And right now for the Cavaliers, they look like a team on a mission. We knew coming into this season that they were going to be one of the teams to beat. They've done nothing to change anyone's mind about that.
That's for sure. I mean, expectations were high for these guys, and they've more than lived up to the hype.
The Cavaliers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
And so, Smart nails both of them. .125 left here in the first quarter. Left side, Brown. George up top. He picked up 30 points in their last win against Houston.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebounding was impressive. He got some huge boards in that game.
And he gets the bucket.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Shot from 12, and the Pacers tack on 2 more.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
Outside, Green. George against George. Here's Green, outside for George. Shot clock at 3. Nice shot by Smart. And so here is Indiana. 6-point lead. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And across the board in that game, guys, they shot the lights out.
Rarely do you see a team shoot like that from everybody. I mean, they were getting scoring from every position all over the court.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Pacers lead by... And Cavs head coach David Blatt beginning his NBA career. And Blatt, one of the most successful American coaches in European basketball history, Clark, and he's done a great job in his first season with the Cavaliers in the NBA, but nothing he did overseas certainly can compare to this.
And, you know, that's why, Kevin, people always talk about it in terms of being a marathon and not a sprint. And there's nothing that compares to the NBA grind. Nothing is comparable to it.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Really active hands early on here as they're able to acquire several steals.
Well, they've really been aggressive guys on defense, and it's paid off, so why stop? Keep it up.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. They've got Turner. McCollum is out there with Bonner. And it's Stauskas in at the 3 spot. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the 76ers was simply superb. He ended with 62 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance. He was at his absolute best in that game.
And if he can come anywhere close to another performance like that here tonight, it would be amazing.
Yeah, it really would be, because you know now the defense is going to be focused squarely on him. They're going to make sure that he doesn't beat him again.
Lopez sets a screen for Irving.
That's his first personal foul.
Green, the pass to Irving. Shoots from the baseline. That's good on the jump shot.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Winston, Lopez covering. Stauskas dishes to Bonner. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Irving kicks to Green. That doesn't go either for Green. McCollum passes to Stauskas. Here's Bonner, and it's sent back by Lopez. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And how about that one-man fast break?
I love the power finish at the end of it, too.
Here is Bonner. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. Burke, he's checked in for Cleveland.
Substitution for Cavaliers. Burke.
On defense, Cleveland. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Here's Winston. And once again off the mark by Indiana. It's blocked. Here is Bonner. The dish to McCollum. And stolen by Burke. Pass to Montgomery. Lopez kicks to Irving. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Irving's got 5 points so far.
Good job there, Kevin, getting himself a little space on the inside.
Stauskas dishes to Bonner. Kicks it to Stauskas to the wing right side. 5 on the clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Here's Winston. It's good from long range. And the Pacers lead by 5.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
Irving drives in, stripped away.
Sticking too much.
Here's McCollum. No good, and he's 3 of 6 from the floor. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And Kyrie Irving gets the 3. Irving's got 8 points.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Stauskas. He's coming off a 10-point game against Houston. 6 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. That's good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Guys, a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Here's the screen. Now here's McCollum. He's guarded closely. Lopez with the steal. And here we go. Bird heading to the hoop.
That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And really, basketball is about rhythm, and that allows your offense to flow better. Now let's see if they can build on it and keep this lead.
Now here's McCollum. Burke covering. And once again off the mark by Indiana. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Misses the layup.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
And there's the feed to Stauskas. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Burke the pass to Hansen. Burke with it. Pass to Hansen. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. 4 on the clock. Pacers with the rebound. Stauskas has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Bonner. Feeds it to McCollum. The pass to Winston. He dishes it to Stauskas. To the paint. Shot to stop the run. Bonner no good. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far.
Move the ball.
And here is Burke. Pass to Hansen. Irving from long range. And he gets it to go. Irving's got 11 points.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist number. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Now here's McCollum. Burke covering. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
A platoon swap here for Cleveland. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Here's Green. Dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the 2-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
And George.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark. Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
They double him with George. A little shot fake there. Got the D out of position. Green's got the lead up to 7 out for Cleveland.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
George against Green. And George, here we go, drains it from 17 feet out. George has got 16 points.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Cavaliers ahead as they end the second quarter on a 20-7 run. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena.
All right, guys, I want to go over some things before we get back out there. We've done a nice job of getting everyone involved in the offense. Our passing has been heads up and unselfish. That's something I'd like to see even more of. Something I have liked is our movement off the ball and all the good looks it's created for us. Keep finding those open shots on the floor. And let's try to play the second half at a moderate pace. Not too slow, but not too fast that it turns into a shootout. That's not what we want. Coming in, we knew this team wasn't going to roll over for us. If we're going to put them away, we got to execute. Let's bear down and finish what we started.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first two quarters.
Well, how about Paul George in this one? He's got 16 points, and he's picked up 1 dime. He's got more than half his team's points. Unreal.
No need for a second or third option at this point. He's the only one they need.
Pacers trail by 5. Green in at shooting guard. He's out there with Irving, and it's Hansen in at the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for David Blatt. Passes it to Winston.
That's the wall.
That ball, nice feed that time from George. He has 5.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Now, here is Irving. Defense is right there. Good work defensively by Turner. The Pacers shooting in this game 45%. And it falls over the rim and in. 18 points for Paul George.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
And Green slams it in.
Threw it down with authority.
Oh, he can really fly. And you combine that, Clark, with some of the nice penetration, too, and you've got an easy 2 points.
And able to just play well above the rim. I mean, that makes this guy so dangerous when he's in the game.
Right wing. Here's Bonner. Shot's good. Bonner's got his first basket of the night.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over him.
Back to Irving, and he banks in the layup. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
To the left wing for the 3. That doesn't go, but he's 5 for 11. Pacers trail by 3. Here's McCollum. Well, you got to help out the team whenever you can, and this group of shooting guards have helped out on the glass for their respective teams this year. Freak number one.
Well, what he may give away in terms of size to some of the big men down low, no doubt he makes up for it with his agility and determination. That's what allows him to be such an outstanding rebounder.
Well, he's got the effort and the attitude and the tenacity that you need. And if you didn't have that at his size, then the big fellas would eat you up down low.
Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Indiana. Brown comes in for Bonner.
And a quick review, looking at some numbers here for Paul George. He's averaging 20 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. With him, you get so much, but his ability to lead the way with his scoring, probably his best attribute.
An offensive powerhouse. He can just beat you in so many ways. Got to give it up for him. Much love.
Yeah, good call there. I mean, feet clearly moving when he set the screen.
And he lowered the shoulder, too. I mean, they were going to get him there one way or the other. I mean, that was an easy call.
Brown kicks to George. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Burks is checked in. Cleveland moving the ball around. George against Green. There's a screen. McCollum kicks to Ajinça, and he hits it to tie the game up.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Back to Irving. No one near him. And that's good for 2. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter. Inside, here's George. He makes his 10th basket of the night from the field. He has missed on 3 this game only.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
It's tipped and taken away by Brown. And George, here we go. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. So both teams changing it up here. There's a good screen. Brown kicks to George. And there's the pass to Holmes. 5 to shoot. For the lead. Indiana again missing.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Irving dishes to Green. Goes up the baseline. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Lopez has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. Indiana trailing here. Now McCollum, he's got 13. Pass to Holmes. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Defender a little.
The drive by Green can't hit.
Exactly. And aware.
A closer look here at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Deals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Just 5 on the clock. From 13, and that one goes long. The Cavaliers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the 3rd quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Irving kicks to Green. Beyond the arc. That doesn't go in either for Irving.
He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
To the inside. Outside for George. Brown right side. Here's Ajinça. Indiana again missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
McCollum passes to George. George double teamed. Now here's McCollum. He's covered by Irving. Shoots from the line. Here's George. Green with the block. They push it up 4 on 3. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
A moment now to see the numbers for Burke. First in scoring, first in blocks, and then there's his work at the free throw line where he holds the best percentage league-wide.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. And it's Bonner in for McCollum. And here's Brown outside, but they'll get another chance. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And that'll be Indiana as it goes out of bounds. Pacers retain possession.
And you can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
34 seconds left in the third quarter. Good.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
Cavaliers leading. Smart dishes to Green. From outside the arc. Smart kicks to George. He feeds it to Green. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. 19 points for Freak.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple, but let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Outside, George. And that one comes up a bit short. And we've reached the end of the third. Cleveland ahead. They lead by 5. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. The Cavaliers leading by 5. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. They've got Paul George. Bonner is out there with Brown. Then it's Aaron Baines. And it's Winston in at the 4 slot. Green. Here's Hansen. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Pacers trail by 7. Outside, George. Inside. George with the defensive effort.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum. A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
And George, here we go. Pass to Winston. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists tonight.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Turner's checked in for Aaron Baines, and McCollum subbed in for Brown. The Cavaliers leading by 7. Outside Irving. Here's Green. And Turner with the block. Now the Pacers moving it up. George with the ball. That one goes. Count it. George has got 22 points.
Just a good, solid, aggressive finish there on the break.
Not going to get much easier than that, Greg. Simple.
They set the pick. The drive by Green. The shot is off.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Inside, Turner with the steal. They double him with Green. Here is Bonner. He nails it, and we're tied up. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they defended the rim. As they've challenged every shot, also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
He kicks to Turner. They set the screen to take the lead. Offensive rebound. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. No good on that one. Lopez is checked in for Cleveland. And he sinks the second.
Boy, that's a huge point he left at the line. Really puts pressure on them to get a stop here.
The drive by Green, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Irving passes to Montgomery. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here.
That's his second personal foul. Montgomery. Shooting one.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Now here's McCollum. Not a lot of room. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And right on target. Good.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket.
Dishes it to Lopez. Irving attacking. Takes it from 10. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Here's George. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
That's his first personal foul.
That free throw good from George. For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. And the wide open shot from Green. Drains another shot. Green's got 15 points here in the second half. Pacers trail by 3. Outside, George to the middle. The basket drops and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
That one drops. He ties it up. The Cavaliers have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. And there's the pass to Montgomery. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
The Pacers making a switch here. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here is Bonner. He's covered by Irving. And it's sent back by Irving. And they'll keep possession. And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him. George dishes to McCollum. That ball, nice feed that time from George. George has got 6 assists now in the game. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
Yeah, defensively, some really good pressure being applied, though, so you've got to give credit there. And it seems like they've been rattled a little bit.
Greg, you think they've been rattled?
They have, Kevin, but that's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, he could stretch this lead out.
And Green gets it to go.
What a top-notch game he's had. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seems like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
And George, here we go. Now the dish to Bonner. There's the screen. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. It's a one-point game. Green, the pass to Irving. Rebounded by McCollum. The Pacers have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. George double team. Bonner kicks to McCollum. Holmes passes to George. Clock at 6. Here's Turner. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Yeah, it has been. Neither team able to create any significant separation so far.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times.
Patience. Patience. Taking early threes is leading to long rebounds, which equal to transition points. Make the defense move, and let's pass up a good shot for a great shot. Let the game come to you.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what Terry Stotts had to say in his huddle. As this game enters winning time, and it really could go either way, he wanted the chance to check in, make sure they're all on the same page, and sticking to the game plan to close it out. Kevin?
George dishes the bottom. Turner with a screen on Irving. Shot, high post. And a pick bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And the Pacers lead by 1.
We didn't have a single point in the first half. Bagel, 0 points, not.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep it simple. Let's throw it down inside or run some pick and roll up top.
1:10 left in the fourth quarter. To the paint. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Excellent game we've seen from Kyrie Irving. He's got 19 points and 8 dimes. Some effective offense making passes, and he's also been hitting from deep with the 3-ball.
And Clark, he's got the D on its heels. Smart passing, hot shooting. That is a deadly combination. Tremendous job at the line as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
Fans, you gotta relax. Come on, let's have a round of applause for the Cavalier girls.
Outside, George with some arc. It's in! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Lopez a screen.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
44 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Shot clock at 6. Green, the pass to Irving. Again, Irving missing. And so here is Indiana. And George, here we go. Now here's McCollum. He's tightly guarded. From downtown, he's off from 3. Here's Green. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
One shot, gentlemen.
And the perfect time to be perfect at the line. Only a 3 can tie it now.
We got time. Don't rush up. Get the best look.
Kicks to George. 3-pointer. Can't get the 3 to fall. And so it's Cleveland who comes out on top here. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finishes. Clark, they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
Yep, and it might not be the way a coach would have drawn it up or wanted it to end, but these fans loved it.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, once again, you filled the box score up. Yet another triple-double. How many more are we going to see this year?
I really don't know if I'm getting it. I hope so, because I feel like it helps the team get a win. I know getting big numbers like this is impossible without my teammates, though. Gotta give those Hoosiers a shout out.
Thank you for the time, Kevin. I guess we should hope the guys get the message.
Doris, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. And as the fans file out of the building, now time to head over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had an outstanding fourth quarter where he really shined, pouring it on heavy down the stretch.
Ernie, that is the definition of domination. He took them to school tonight in every possible way. I know there's 10 players on the court, but I only noticed one.
Seeing Freak dominate the way he did tonight reminded me of watching him play in high school. He was a man among boys. He was a 4-time consensus All-American back then. Overall, great game.